center out, but that's okay. Okay. Get the right one. These are all pretty much preset. This will help. The screws already will keep it square. I'm just doing some extra here. And these are already glued. Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll just leave these square clamps on to help hold it. Alright, and that centerpiece that just fell out, it goes in like so, because I need to have 15 inches. There we go. So we'll do the same here. We glue these things, put glue on either end, and then screw it into place. And we'll have the front face all done. It's already been routed and rounded. So, okay, front frame all put together. This side's rounded over like the original. There we go. Maybe you can see that way, right? And then on the back here are the pocket screws that are holding it together. So we'll just leave these clamps on for an hour or so, just to kind of help keep it nice and square. Even though the screws will hold, I just like to be extra. So now while that's setting up, this is the side that's facing the toilet that we cut the dado in all the way around for the raised panels. And on the ends here, I didn't come all the way through like I told you, so that I've got a nice clean edge right there. Don't have that groove coming through. And the other reason for that, which I forgot to mention to you, that I was thinking about, was also that these pocket screws have to go in too. And if I would have cut that dado all the way, I would have lost some wood that these screws will go into. So that gives me extra security on top of that. Alright, so I'm not ready to do this because I've got to resaw some 1/4 inch boards, or resaw some board to 1/4 inch, and this is the board that I'm going to do that with. It's just a standard 3/4 inch piece of poplar, and I've got to cut this down, of course. It's only supposed to be, I forget now, 6 inches wide. Maybe it was 6 inches wide altogether, or 5.5. I'll remeasure. But it's just the maximum that I can resaw with the, oh, you can't see my face, even though you may not want to. It's almost the maximum that I can resaw with my bandsaw. Just under 6 inches. So this is going to work out perfect. 3/4 inch, I'll be able to get 2/4 inches off of it, and I have another board for something else, paneling. But if you want to watch that, maybe I'll set up for that and show you that resawing again. So I'll be back. Hey YouTube. Alright, well, let's go ahead and we're going to cut the panels. This will be the panel board. We're going to cut this down. So we've done it at just under 5 1/4. I want a little bit of play for this to fit between in the dados. So now we've got that cut. We're going to get the bandsaw ready. We're going to cut 2 pieces 1/4 inch thick, maybe a little bit thicker than a 1/4 inch, so that I can run it through the planer and get it, save me some time with scraping and sanding. Hey YouTube. Alright, so what I decided to do is just take my board. I've got it cut to the right width. I'm just going to slice this down the middle. That'll be like 3/8. I only need 1/4 inch, but 3/8, and that way I can put it into my thickness planer to get it down to the thickness I want, and make sure that I've got 2 real good flat edges from the center cut to make it nice, because it's going to be a panel that you will see. So I just took a piece of scrap poplar and got my setup here. Let's see if you can see everything now. So I just adjusted my fence. I didn't have to do anything with the drip because I left this blade in. So I've got it set up so that it's right down the middle. I use a little feather board here to help hold the board in place. So the actual setup will be like so. And the reason I did a feather board this time was I just wanted, since this is so long, I'm going to have to be back away from the saw enough where this will help me be able to keep it pushed up against the fence. So that was my thoughts. That's what I'm going to do. And when I come back, we'll go ahead and start resawing. Alright, so we're all resawn. Came out good. Just gotta go slow. Because as long as you go slow, let the blade do the cutting, it'll help keep it tracking straight. If you push too hard and it'll try to track away. So now all we got to do is I want to put it in the planer, the thickness planer. Get this all cleaned up on both sides and down to 1/4 inch, because that's not quite 1/4, it's 3/8. Okay, but yeah, you can definitely save yourself money by resawing your own boards, because when I went to the big box store to go see how much a 1/4 inch is compared to a 3/4 inch board, they charge you a good amount to get it down that thin, so that works.